everybody, it's Kaycee. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a little update on my budget and some things that we've had going on, as you can probably see in the title. And then I'm also going to be setting up my bill dues for April. It's currently towards the end of March. It's not quite the end yet, but it's this second to last week. It's the last full week in March. I don't have March completely done yet. Obviously, we haven't paid the internet yet, but I like getting April set up beforehand just so that I'm all prepared for April. I'm ready for anything that will come. I have set up my budget page. I still need to fill in like all the names and all my estimated budget and everything, but I put the stickers down, and the income spots will be the same. It'll be my husband and me, and then any other income that we get. And then these, I already wrote out a rough budget on another sheet of paper, so that's how I got the amount of lines that we have here. This stuff is like utilities that change, like our electric and our water, because this is the variable expenses column. And then also things like we have a clothing category, we have a pet category, we have a car category, things like that. So, and then the fixed expenses are the things that don't change. So this pretty much stays the same. This is like our mortgage, we give to a few organizations throughout the month. And that's the same every month and things like that. So, and I also want to show you, I also put the transaction log stickers down so that I have this ready. And then every time we make a purchase in April, I'll just write down what day it was and then what we purchased or where it was purchased, how much, and then I keep a running balance of how much we spent for the month. So that's what I already have set up, and these are my April stickers. I change the design every time. I'll keep a link in the description box below of the stickers, but there's those. And then this is what we're going to be doing. So here's what March looks like so far, and this is what we're going to be setting up today. But before we do that, I wanted to give everybody an update because we had a big expense this March. So we decided to buy a car. We have only had one car. I live with just my husband. Me and my husband have been sharing one car for the past few years, and it's just, we knew we were going to eventually get another car, but we both work from home. It seemed like a good idea at the time to sell our second car because we weren't using both of them. And I am glad we didn't have it. It was a nice, it just saved a little bit of money only having one car for the past few years. But it's just, now we moved back where there's more people that we know and more family members here. And it's harder now because now only one of us can be gone and the other person is kind of stuck at home if there's only one car. So we decided that we need to start looking for another car. And so we've been looking the past few months actually, and then we finally decided that we would buy one this weekend. We didn't initially go in knowing we were going to buy one, but we'd been looking at some car dealerships, and then we just found one this weekend and we ended up purchasing it. So that being said, we do not have a car payment. We took almost all of our savings actually, so that I want to talk to you about in a minute. But we were able to pay it off, and so we aren't going to have any extra payments throughout the month. We still will only have our mortgage as our only debt, which was kind of a goal of mine. We're trying not to get any more loans in our budget. So we were able to do that, and part of the reason we were able to do that is because we have been saving throughout the month, but then also like me and my husband are both working, and then since we only had the one car, it was just nice, and we already have that car paid off, so we could just throw a little bit into savings, and we knew eventually we were going to be needing another car, so we kind of had that saved up for that. But if you know anything about cars right now, the car prices are a little bit ridiculous. It's not a brand new car, it's a few years old, but it was still pretty expensive. So we used our savings that we had for the car, but then we also used a little bit from our emergency fund, and we try to keep about 3 months of what my husband earns in an emergency fund, just so that if he gets laid off, hopefully he'd be able to find another job within 3 months or so, and we'd still have that cushion. So we just decided that we just wanted to pay it off right away and just not go through a hassle of getting loans or anything. And then it's just more simplified if we pay it off at once. And we still have about half the money in our emergency fund, but now our goal, we have a savings goal now, is to build back up the emergency fund. So I still feel comfortable. We've still got about a month and a half's worth of money in there, like if something did happen. But hopefully for the next few months as we build this back up, nothing major will happen money-wise. But it was just like a risk we decided to take. And like I said, we didn't like spend everything on the car, so we still have a little bit of a cushion. It's just not as much as we would prefer in there. So that's the goal now. We're going to be, and also another thing I want to mention, April, my husband gets 3 paychecks this month. So we'll actually have a good chunk of money that we'll be able to throw back into the emergency savings this month. So we'll already have a pretty good running start in building that back up. So I know that's not for everybody, but that's what we decided to do. I just wanted to let everybody know that. So that's kind of what we have going on. I also wanted to show you, so I had this section up here. So this is where I keep track of my husband's paychecks. And then also on the page after this, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this, but I decided that I'm going to write down anything major that happens with the budget that we do this year. I was just going to write in here. So like in January, we did a kitchen remodel. And that was a pretty good chunk of money that we spent on that. And then February, we didn't do anything, kind of because we did, the remodel cost quite a bit. So we didn't really do anything major. March, we got our tax refund, and then we bought the new car. So I just put some big things. And so these are like major things that happen throughout the year. So that's what I'm doing with this area. All right, I think that's all the update that I wanted to tell you. That was a long introduction, but I think I kind of caught you up on that, and we're just gonna get into setting up the bills now. So I'm gonna put my payday. I get paid once. I have Etsy. I have my Etsy shop, and so I get paid on the first Monday, but it comes through on Tuesday. So I'm just gonna put the payday on Tuesday because this is when we get the money into the bank account. And then my husband gets the 3 paychecks. So like I showed you, those 3 dots. I know this time it's the 1st, the 15th, and the 29th. Usually I have to check, but I know we're getting paid on the 1st. That's an easy one to remember. For April, we just get paid on the first day. So 3 paychecks. So that's really nice. This will be a good month. And it'll help us build those savings back up. All right, and that's all of my payday stickers. We don't need those anymore. And then I use my bill due stickers right here. So we have all these bills that are due. These are the bills that are due regularly throughout the month. I'll write these on here, like the internet is a fixed expense. So that's what goes in here. And so all these will be written in here along with all of our other spending, like groceries and everything. So, but this is just to keep track of the bills that we have to pay, and then to make sure that they go like through the bank account and everything. This just keeps me a little more organized, and it's a nice visual to see when everything is due for the day or for the month. And you can kind of see which paycheck will be paying off what bill. Our bills, we kind of are like heavy in the beginning of the month, and then it's lighter in the end. So this paycheck usually pays for most of the bills, as you'll see. And then the second paycheck and third in this case will be for like later in the month. Probably more will be going towards savings. All right, so let's just get started. I'm gonna put the mortgage on. The mortgage always goes through, it's supposed to go through, it goes through our, like on the website on the 1st, but it goes through our bank account on the 2nd. So I'm just gonna put that over here on the 2nd. It's a Saturday, so it should still go through in the bank. That's an automatic payment that just gets taken out of our account. And then we have, I'm gonna do this second American Express before the first one, but that comes on the 22nd. I've kind of memorized a lot of these, but what I do, I actually have this like monthly bills list in case I need to remember what day it's due, so I can flip back to that. And I kind of put the amounts if it's like a steady amount. But let's see, the second American Express is due on the 22nd. Remember that because we just paid it. So we have that. And then the internet and gym, I believe those come together. No, the internet is on the 29th. The electric and gym come together on the 2nd, on the 17th. So we'll just put those both together. So the gym, oh, that's on a Sunday actually, so it'll probably come through on Monday because those are both automatic payments. So that will not go through on a Sunday, so we'll put it on Monday. We have the gym, it's my husband's gym, so we have to pay that then. And then the electric will go through on the 18th, usually on the 18th. Sometimes it's a little off, but it's about the time. That if it's not in the exact day, it's not a big deal, but at least I like seeing like at least within a few days that it's due, so we know. All right, and then I said internet is the 29th actually. Let's go with purple. And I just kind of use the just random colors. I like just using all the different kind of colors. You can use all the same colors if you want to for each month. Or I have neutral versions of these too in my Etsy shop, but that doesn't have the color in the background, and they're all just the black and white stickers. All right, water. I don't remember when water is. So water is on the 15th right here. We got a lot of things on Fridays this month. So let's do yellow. That's Good Friday also. So Easter's gonna be coming up this month. All right, and then now we have some of the ones that are more up here. So Reliant is on the 5th. I believe the 6th. All these things, so they say they come out on like the one day, but they always actually, like when they're automatic payments, it seems to be a day later. Usually like it comes out on, if I look on the website, like this website, it would say it came out, but it doesn't go through our bank account until the next day. So we'll put that there on the 6th. And then the first American Express comes kind of early in the month when it's due. So it's like around the 3rd, but 3rd's a Sunday. So we'll just put it on Monday. All right, and then our other credit card. So we use credit cards, but we always make sure to pay off the credit card every month. So we don't have any, like we don't get any interest or anything on our credit cards. They all get, we like using them because then we get money back, which that was kind of nice because we were able to put a little bit on our credit card. So for the car, they let us put $2,000 on the credit card. He's like, you can do that without any extra payment or anything. He's like, if you get any rewards from your credit cards, we're like, oh yeah, we do. So that was kind of nice. Like we did that, and then we paid with like cash for the rest of it. But when we actually we paid for that already too. We put it on the credit card actually that was coming up that we had to pay like on the 22nd. So we put it on there. So we already paid that off too. So that's like a huge amount. It's not sitting on our credit card, which is good for me. I don't like it knowing that we have to pay that much. Here's another one on the Sunday. The Discover card is usually on a Sunday, or is usually on the 10th, which is a Sunday. So we'll put that over on a Monday again. All right, and then gas always comes really early, like the 1st or the 2nd. Yeah, I put it on the 2nd. So it's a Saturday, so I'm going to assume it's still gonna come then. Let's do this. What color should I do? Orange. So we'll put this over here with the mortgage. And then the last bill we have is going to be Compassion. And I don't remember, that's somewhere at the beginning on the 3rd. Okay, so again, that'll go to the 4th since that's a Sunday. Let's see, we got a lot of blues, pinks. Do this light purple. Blue purples on the 4th. Like that. Okay. So we have all of these put down. I don't have any, well, we have a couple extra bills due this month. We have the car insurance, and I believe we're gonna get a tune-up kind of for our air conditioner, but we're putting all that, I put that in our budget. I made sure to make a note of that. And so that'll be, I made an extra line here for car insurance, and just to make it a new category. I kind of do that. If we have anything extra, I'll just add that category here for the 1 month. And then it won't come back again until, like for car insurance, we pay every 6 months. So that'll come back again in October, but that'll be added here. So I'm not gonna add that here just because that's not like a reoccurring normal bill that I have every month. So this should be everything that I have. I do have some generic stickers though, that if you did want to add it to this, like the monthly layout, you can just add the generic stickers and then write in the bill if it just comes every couple months or something. All right, so I'm gonna just use my black marker for the month of April, and then I'm gonna just put in our amount that we know. We don't know what gas is gonna be or any of these. I'm still confused on my internet. That keeps changing every month for some reason. So, but the other ones, like gym is $10.68. Yeah, see, I wrote this much, but then it was $51 2 months ago. It was $55 like 1 month ago. I don't know. They said it was supposed to go down from that, so we've been asking, but it's like all over the place now. So it's very confusing. But I'm glad it is finally going down. So what did I say? $10.68 for gym. I get so frustrated with internet and like internet prices and stuff. It's so confusing. All right, and then electric changes. Reliant is 100. And then that's a credit card. Those will change. And then Compassion is $45. And I think that's everything we're gonna fill out right now. So put this away. And that's what we have. So I don't really have anything else for you. If you have any questions or if you have any comments about how I do this, just let me know just in the comments below, and I usually try to reply pretty quickly to the comments down there. Thank you all so much for watching this. I appreciate everybody who's also been supporting my Etsy shop. I'm so excited now that I'm over 1,000 subscribers too, so that's fun on YouTube. I hit like a big milestone, I feel like, for me. So, all right, anyway, thank you all so much again for watching this video. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.